I had a broken neck, and broken hand, broken wrist, broken foot.
Ultimate Fighting. Need I say more? This is where the best of the best in martial arts go toe-to-toe in a brutal match to take out their opponent. Literally. And few have done it longer than Ken Shamrock. He's been a professional fighter since '91, quickly becoming the UFC's first super fight champion and the first King of Pancrase champion in Japan. The UFC Hall of Famer even made his way to the WWF. Welcome to the Lion's Den, the place where warriors are made. For more than 20 years, Ken Shamrock fought in the ring and out for fame, fortune, and respect. And after all the punches, kicks, and submissions, he's found a new reason to fight.
I'm 42 years old, I've been blessed, and you know, this next one is for the fans when I'm fighting, and it's going to be for the fans. But not only is it for the fans, but it's going to be for God.
The fight that Ken is talking about is his third match against his rival, Tito Ortiz. The two first met in 2002 and again in 2006 after being opposing coaches on the Ultimate Fighter 3 TV show. Well, this time, something's different.
I've never been really gone out and really told people, you know what, I'm a Christian. I believe in God, and that is the reason why I am successful. That is the reason why I'm still here doing what I'm doing.
Believe it or not, Ken became a Christian at 10 years old.
My mom, after several different marriages and failures, she started turning to the Lord, and so she brought us to church, and we got involved with the youth programs, and I got on fire. A couple months in, like, wow, this feels good. I'm 10 years old, you don't know what felt, but it felt good. And I remember that I wanted to take that jump, and that I accepted the Lord, and I got baptized, and the whole 9 yards, and I believe to this day that's the reason why I'm still here.
His mother married once more, and an angry Ken didn't like the change, so he ran away from home.
When I ran away, I had to have a means of survival, so I would steal from stores, you know, all the healthy stuff like candy and chips. And I also would take a knife, and I used to go to the school and stick people up and have them give me their lunch money. And I was pretty hardcore at 10.
It didn't take long for Ken to end up in a group home, but even there, he found it hard to fit in. And 7 group homes later, 13-year-old Kenneth Kilpatrick was sent to a home run by Bob Shamrock, who would later adopt him.
Ken was like the baby, but he wasn't the baby, he was the man. And he was, after a short while, kind of took over the leadership of the house because he was ready to fight at the drop of the hat. But then the other side of the coin was he had a certain amount of character that a lot of these kids did not have, and that was he had his own kind of what was right and what was wrong. And when you stop to think about where he was coming from and what he was thinking, it made sense.
Bob soon recognized that Ken had natural athletic abilities, and he thought sports would help him channel his anger, so he directed him to football and wrestling. That path led him straight to Ultimate Fighting, and there he found a new set of challenges.
I got into fighting, and I become very famous. You know, I got into drugs, I got into alcohol, I got into that life that the devil pushes in front of you, hands it to you on a silver platter. Hey, you know God's working in you, man. Here's women, drugs, money, whatever you want, baby, here it is.
For years, Ken dominated the sport. He was a feared opponent and quickly rose to the top. But his wild lifestyle cost him everything.
I got caught up in all the fame and money. I lost my first wife, you know, that right there was, you know, it was my fault. There's a lot of things that happened, you know, and I wasn't living right. But I got brought to my knees. I lost my house, I lost my car, I lost the money, lost everything, and I was making a lot of money.
What was your prayer?
I didn't have one then. The fact is, I was living in an apartment with a bed and mattress on the floor. The world champion fighter, everybody knows me, and I got a mattress in an apartment on the floor. People don't know that, you know, and I'm basically have nothing left, and my soul was gone, everything was gone. I was ready to quit, give up, I'm done. put me in the ground.
That is until he ran into Tanya, a childhood friend he'd later marry.
Me and Tanya had got together, and we were, you know, she had gone through a bad divorce, and I'd gone through a bad divorce, and hers was more recent than mine, and we were nurturing each other and really bringing each other back to life. And we knew that God was in our lives, but it wasn't really out there. We weren't really testifying.
But that was about to change because their teenage daughter, Sarah, had joined a church.
So we started going to church and getting involved with her because we were trying to make this change with her. Well, who was a change really for? It was for us.
Ken and Tanya rededicated their lives to the Lord. And now Ken is about to retire and will continue to train fighters in his own dojo, the Lion's Den, in Susanville, California.
I think the most important thing is that the person that you see sitting here, people get this thing on TV and, you know, they don't know exactly how people get to where they're at. And the road that I've traveled has been very rocky. I was in group homes, I was involved with drugs, I was involved with alcohol, I was involved with being split up in a marriage, gone bad. There's a lot of things that I went through. And I think the most that I would want people to know is that you gotta have faith. And you gotta get saved by God. You gotta be saved by God. And once you're saved by God, no matter what you do in life, if you try and go the wrong direction, He will guide you back.